Evening guys, Mark Lennox here, Alpha Broking. It's Monday the 28th of February, just on 5 PM. I'm just going to run through the Euro, the Aussie and the Pound for tonight. Just a reminder, as always, anything we talk about is general advice only. Alpha doesn't provide any personal financial advice whatsoever. The risk warning, FX carries a high degree of risk, being a leveraged derivative product. It can work for you and against you equally. So just be aware of the risks when you're trading these sort of products, and make sure you have a fairly good read of the PDS for FX. Euro US on the daily, well, obviously we had a little bit of a breakdown on Friday. This morning it's sort of tracked down towards the bottom of that uptrending channel, but it's bounced off. Ideally we want to see momentum back in this, so break above 138 would be ideal for us on the long side. Wouldn't be touching on the short side in here just because we are still inside this uptrending channel. We hit the 127 in the recent swing down, so we'd expect some stalling in here, and that's pretty much what's happened. So break above 138, or ideally 138.30. We'd be looking for a move up towards 139.40 on the daily. 30-minute sort of shows exactly the same picture. We're just finding support on this moving average now. So break above 138 will be long, otherwise we're leaving that alone. Aussie retraced inside today's candle. I'd be interested to see how much of that is of Friday's candle. It's probably 618. If we get a break today of the high around that 102 mark, we'll be looking for a move up towards 102.72, which is basically the previous high of 102.55. But this is now obviously an ascending wedge. It's broken to the top side, so for us this is pretty bullish. Pound US had a pretty good breakdown on Friday, but bounced and closed well back inside the range. We want to see a break above 160.160 to be long on it. Otherwise we might get a continuation short towards that 160.10 level. 30 minutes shows much the same picture, so finding support here at the 764 and then at this off the 618. So I've always been careful with these simply because that resistance there has now turned into support. It found support there and it found support here just recently. So whilst most people will be looking at that daily chart and saying that's going lower, for me I'd be looking for a move above 160.160 and then continuation higher back towards that 162.60 level, and just forming that basically ascending wedge again to ascending triangle towards that 163.71 ultimate level. So all in all, pretty bullish across the Euro, the Aussie and the Pound. We have payrolls on Friday night, so I wouldn't be expecting a any buying in the US dollar up until then. I'd probably wait to see what comes out on Friday, but up until then, I mean, these all look pretty bullish, so see how you go.